Hey guys, what's going on? We're gonna be doing the water palace today. You know what? I'm gonna post the actual name of this temple on screen because I'm not gonna look it up right now. I just want to play the game and kind of get this done because I got a lot of editing to do tonight. Yeah, that's right. I edit the videos the same night that I actually record them. So I record them both and then I edit them both, and then I come back tomorrow. I edit them both any further than I need to, and then from there I upload them. You know, it's like, you guys kind of deserve more than just the one video at a time, so, you know, two at a time. Let's check this out, though. I'm kind of curious as to what this one says. Secret to everybody. That's cool. It's using that text from the Chris Houlihan room for anybody who knows, which strangely enough wasn't in the Japanese version, which the randomizer is based off of. Okay. These guys are... this one's guaranteed. Yeah, so yeah. The last one, we got the bow, did a couple temples, actually, because, you know, I kind of decided I wanted to do that shit. Oh god. I forgot I didn't have the magic shield. Okay. One arrow. I didn't even know that was in the chests in the game. Why? Why didn't they just do this like the old one? The old version of the randomizer, guys. As I stated poorly in episode 3, had it so that when you would, like, basically, when you would open a chest, instead of just standardly collecting arrows, like you kind of do normally, what instead happens is, you collect upgrades and stuff. So it's a lot more engaging, in my opinion, because, you know, you collect all the upgrades to the quiver and bombs randomly, which, you know, it sounds like it would be a lot more fun inherently, yeah? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that enjoyed that feature, and no one else misses it. Which, if I am, that's kind of sad, because that was a good feature. You know, like in the Ocarina of Time randomizer, it randomizes the quiver upgrades and stuff, right? So I kind of felt that was appropriate here. Although I think this was the first Zelda game to have a randomizer. Aside from the Nintendo official, quote-unquote, randomizer, which was Master Quest for the original game. Yeah, whatever. You know, I rag on Nintendo a little bit, but they're overall a good company, you know. They do some good stuff, they make some damn good games. Oh my god, their games are delicious, but... see, Nintendo's a great company for the games and stuff, but inherently they are not the best company. They actually bully around a lot of the content creators and stuff. You know, people post fan art and stuff. They are well known for bullying those people around, so I don't know why they're like that, to be honest. Oh, thank you. That's not to say Nintendo's inherently as bad as EA. No company is as bad as EA, guys. Let me just say that right now. No company is ever going to be as bad as EA is. EA is the worst company ever, in my opinion. They're terrible. They're awfully... Speaking of EA, let's talk about another terrible company. BioWare. For anybody who played... sorry I say a lot, guys. But for anybody who played... for anybody who played Mass Effect and really enjoyed that, do you guys ever remember enjoying Mass Effect Andromeda? Because I can tell you this much, I didn't enjoy Mass Effect Andromeda too much. I have it. I paid $30 for the special edition, keep in mind. $30 for the special edition. I wish I was kidding. Do you know why I paid $30 for the special edition? Because they couldn't sell it. So they sold the game for $15. I'm not kidding. I picked this game up for $15. Yeah. BioWare is terrible, man. Whew. God, I love the graphical effects like that. It's so cool. You know what's weird, guys? So, Super Mario World couldn't handle having translucent water in it, so it had to go with tiles, like tile pixels. Look at this. That's translucent water. Why couldn't Super Mario World handle that? If you're wondering what I'm talking about, please check out Beta 64. He explains that better than I ever could. But basically, there was something with they couldn't have a translucent water layer, and I kind of always figured that out. So instead, they had to do the checkered pattern that you see in the game when you go onto water levels so you could swim in. So if they can do it here, I wonder why they couldn't do it there. But of course, you know, back then they were figuring stuff out, and with A Link to the Past, this was a 91 title, which for anybody who doesn't know, that's only 7 years before Ocarina of Time. How crazy is that? 7 years before Ocarina of Time. One of the, like, easily one of people's favorite games of all time. Not mine, but a lot of people's. How insane. You know? I mean, to think it took them only that long, and now, you know, Bungie goes and makes Destiny, and it took them just as long to come up with their plan, if not longer, and keep in mind, that was the only thing they were developing. You know, not like Nintendo, which has several other franchises to watch out for. But, you know, back to the point. You know, what's going on there? Right? Like, Nintendo could manage all these franchises at the same time, like, oh, we should have did this before we did Thieves Town. Cause, oh my god, Blind would have been so much easier, because we could have blocked all those projectiles. Ugh, whatever. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Yeah, like, oh my god, that's gonna drive me insane. But, you know, like, Nintendo can have all these games that they're producing, and then they produce this, right? And then, after this, you know, they produce one of the best games of all time, but Bungie comes out with Destiny, and they've made 5 Halo games, and keep in mind, it's just those 5 Halo games. Their DLCs were map packs, so that doesn't really count too much. But yeah, they can develop that. They can develop. That's it. And then they come up with Destiny 2-3 years later, but they had like a 10-year plan on, oh god, they had like a 10-year plan on Destiny. Remember that, guys, they had a 10-year plan on Destiny, something like that, and they couldn't produce a good thing at the beginning, but Nintendo produced a masterpiece in 7-year time frame while having to manage how many other game franchises? Are you kidding me? Really? Like, Bungie's a great company. Well, they were a great company, but they couldn't do that. Like, basically what I'm getting from that is, sorry guys, it's too hard to produce a good game like Nintendo can, so we're not gonna bother. I don't think that's how that works, guys. I think it works like you put out the best result you can, because, you know, that's what the intelligent human being does, is they produce the best possible product so that their consumers are happy. Like me, I'm just a casual YouTuber, you know? I'm not trying to impress too many people, I'm just trying to make a quality product, right? But if I can sit down and make this quality product, and I can take my time, I can spend however many hours editing and all that, right? I take that time, and I have a product that I like to hope people would like to see, and then we have Bungie, and they can't produce a product that anybody likes. I mean, yeah, there was a group of people that liked it. Initially, I did like the game, and to this day, I would probably still play it if I didn't need Xbox Live to play it. I'm not even gonna lie, probably would. Because, you know, I overall enjoyed the strikes and stuff, but it's off topic. like, what's going on there, guys? You can't even release a full product. Whatever. You know what? Never mind. Let's talk about that. I would like to talk about that. So let's talk about it. So we have the gaming industry today, and this was games back in the day, right? This is a finished product. This is a video game for me. A game that it's finished, right? This doesn't need to be upheld by DLC. This doesn't need to have constant... The Titan's Mitt? The Titan's Mitt? Oh my god, the Titan's Mitt. Oh my god, we just picked up the Titan's Mitt. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Sorry for my, like, half orgasm there. But, back onto the topic. So, yeah, games back in the day. This was a video game back in the day, right? Complete. It's still fun to play today. I mean, I'd pick this game up any day of the week, honestly, and I have so much fun. But nowadays, it's kind of how it is anymore. Unless you go with Nintendo. Nintendo still produces some pretty damn good games. Like their Donkey Kong Country Returns line, that was pretty good. I mean, that was made by Retro, but still, it's a Nintendo franchise. Nintendo does have the quality checks and stuff, right? You know, as much as I rag on Nintendo for doing this or doing that, and bullying users and stuff, they're still inherently better than other video game companies, but that's not saying much considering who they're competing with, right? EA. Like, who's they're competing with the worst for? They're competing with EA for the worst company, and they're competing with BioWare, and Microsoft, and Sony. Sony, oh my god. Oh, I know there's a lot of Sony fanboys out there. They're probably gonna, like, almost want to hang me for saying this. But, guys, the PlayStation 4 is a failure. Let's face it, the PlayStation 4 is a failure. And the Xbox One followed in the footsteps of the PlayStation 3. You know, no matter what you, like, guys, no matter what you can say about any games for the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4 or any of those consoles nowadays that need to sit and download the game, yes, that is the biggest gripe for me. Downloading games. Why? Why does that have to happen? What happened to the good old days of just buying a game, putting it in your console, and playing it? Seriously. When I bought my Nintendo Switch, I didn't have to stop and wait for the game to install. Where are we missing? I can enter that room, but there's nothing in that room. I don't... Whatever, let's go check that out. But, yeah, guys. So, you know, think about that for a second. I put in my when I got my console, I played Breath of the Wild, because that was the game I bought with my console, right? And, oh, there it was the whole time. I don't know why I forgot about that. But yeah, I put the game in and I played it the same day, and I played Mario Kart 8 the same day, within an hour, like less than an hour of buying the console, guys. Keep that in mind. Less than an hour of buying the console, I had the game going, right? So, like, that's Nintendo, right? And then my mom, she bought a PlayStation 3 years ago, and I had a 360 for several years by that point. Now, she was sitting there bragging how she had the PlayStation 3 and how good it was, and I laughed at her. Because she was sitting there, she was trying to play it, and she had to stop and install the game, and it took her forever. Oh my god. It took her several hours just to play literally just to play the game. Me, my 360, I just turned on the game and I installed it, right? That's the difference. The 360 installation was quick and easy because you just sat and the game was installed quickly, right? There was no waiting around. You know, it updated. And the updates were like 2 minutes to 5 minutes. You know, aside from Destiny and a couple other ones. But yeah, here real quick I'll say, we might do, I don't know, do we do Misery Mire, or, Because we can't do Turtle Rock yet. We cannot do Turtle Rock. But we could do the Ice Palace. I set myself up for that one. We can do the Ice Palace, guys. We can do the Ice Palace. So the next one, I guess we're doing the Ice Palace. I'll torture myself for you guys. But yeah, back to my little ranting here. So yeah, you guys remember that you could just sit there and just install your game. That's it. That's it. That's all you did. You just installed it for like 5 seconds. And it was an update because it's an old game. Old games. Keep in mind, I'd have these games from years ago. I have Fable. You know, I had Halo Reach, and it took me a while. Right? And yeah, it took me a while to install that, but okay. We'll be back, buddy. We'll do that little bit there, guys. But, yeah, like, I installed Fable 3, and I played that for a while. I had Halo Reach going as well. And I was playing these games so soon after. Same day. Same day. I installed the entire game of Halo Reach. And it took me maybe... what did it take me? 2-3 hours? Right? 2-3 hours to install a game. And my mom's PlayStation 3, she bought a newer game. It took her upwards of, I think about, if I'm correct, guys, if I'm correct, it took her roughly 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours to install the disc, not the game. She was not, remember, there was no game disc getting installed. This was her, like, this was not installing a game without the disc. She put the disc in. It had to download stuff from the disc, and it took her 4 to 5 hours. Keep in mind, I am heavily lowballing that. I am so heavily lowballing that, it's not even funny. I'm dead serious. That's insane. Is this what we're expecting nowadays from companies? To have to wait several hours to play our games, to enjoy these games? I mean, I'm not paying for a game so that it can sit on my shelf in the case while I piss around going doing everything else. I didn't even know there was a chest there. We'll check that out. Thank you. But yeah, you know, I sit there and I piss around with everything else because I don't know when my game's gonna be done. I'm not kidding. I like the Xbox 360. I love it. It's one of my favorite consoles. But I will not ever get the Xbox One. Never. Because it has the download feature. You have to download that. That's insane. Why? Why should I have to download the game? I bought the game. Why do I have to sit and download the disc now? Like, why? I tried to justify that to my sister. She said, oh no, it's easy. You know, that it's not a problem. You know, it just happens. And I'm like, okay, well, I can currently go to my Switch right now and I can go play my game. How about you? She's like, oh, well, I gotta sit and wait for all my updates. She has a lot of updates. And I said, okay, well, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna play my 360. And she's like, okay. And I sat there and this was quite a while ago, actually, but I was playing my 360 that same day, and I had been playing for 2 hours, and my sister walks in. She's like, hey, you mind if I play a game with you? And I was like, why, is your console not done yet? And she's like, no, it's gonna be another 5 hours. 5 hours! And I said, why? She said, because I have to install every disc. And I just cringed. I was like, are you serious? You seriously have to install every individual disc? That is insane. Why? Guys, there's supposed to be a chest in there. I guess that isn't there anymore. Okay, whatever, back to my little rant here. But, seriously, she had to sit and install the disc. And then just sitting there after that, and she's like, yeah, hey, what's going on? I was like, hey, what's going on? And she says to me, oh, you know, not much. You know, I just had to pick up a expansion portable hard drive. And I said, okay, well, why'd you have to do that? And she says to me, oh, because I have all my space used up. And I said, okay, well, you only have... I asked her, you know, don't you already have, like, 4 or 5 games? And she said, yeah, I know I only have 4 or 5 games. And... if you remember that, guys, she's full on storage, and she has a 500 gigabyte hard drive Xbox One. She was full on space with 5 games. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I actually had to move around files because all of my videos were getting stored in the wrong spot, which means I was full on space because I have like 4 separate three hooked up to this computer. So I guess we're gonna get a bit of a longer video today, aren't we? Look at you guys. Since we still don't have the Book of Medora and we don't have the Pegasus boots, I forgot about that. Since we don't have either of those, we cannot do that place down there, which I still can't find the name of in my head. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run over to the Ice Palace, I think, right? I really don't know what else we could even do, to be honest. Cause I mean, we did the Water Palace, so yeah, I mean, we did the Water Palace so much quicker than I expected, to be honest. I mean, I was expecting that to take at least 20 minutes, but it took us like 15, which is insane, boys. We'll just run over to the Water Palace if I catch anything. Or actually, why did I do that? I want to run over to the graveyard because up by the graveyard there's a couple items I would like to get. And, of course, I don't need to be in the Dark World to get over to the Water Palace. I just need to be in the Light World and lift a stone with the Titan's Mitt. So that's going to be a fun time. And speaking of the Titan's Mitt, while we're going up here, we can do 2 things by the graveyard, as well as we can do something up here. Or no, we can't, because we need the magic cape, right? I think we need the magic cape for this. Because on this little ledge up here, there's usually a heart piece. It's a heart container. Let's check out what's in the cave. Let me guess, I'm still right about that. Oh, no, we just need the hook shot for that. Okay, cool. Nope, never mind, I was completely wrong. We still need the magic cape. You guys can probably hear me hitting the trigger in the vain hope that it'll work. But yeah, we'll come back for that once we have the magic cape. And, that's always a fun time, eh? Saying, yeah, I'll come back for that, I'll come back for that, I'll come back for that. Hey, tell me what to do. Don't tell me where to go, I'll go where I want. Okay, stop. That one comes to life, no. I was gonna say that one comes to life, doesn't it? But no. We'll run over to the graveyard, though. We'll do a couple things there, because we can access the secret grave now. And we can also access this cliff up here. So, let's do that. Oh, but we can't see that there. Normally we could get that as well. Just another thing on the list. Thank God I'm recording this, though, because I can actually see what I missed. Normally it is such a pain, because you gotta sit there and you gotta remember everything and check every spot. Oh God. Oh. Oh wow, we're almost there. And guys, the only thing that we need now is the mirror shield, and Link is, or rather Samus, is completely maxed out for items. Isn't that insane? Like, we've hardly done anything really. Like, when you really think about it, we've done... Oh, never mind. We've done like 4 temples, actually. We actually have done a lot. I don't think we need to dash at this, but... I could very well be wrong. Yeah, we need to dash at this. So never mind. We can't do anything up here. Why did I go into the Dark World? Surprisingly, we already have most of the life in the game. Oh my god, it's my worst enemy. It's my greatest enemy. Greatest enemy isn't Ganon, it isn't Aghanim, it's the Knights. How funny is that? Imagine that. Link's greatest enemy. You know, he fights Ganondorf, he fights everything, he just clears it. Because he's got the Master Sword, but then just a bunch of Knights are just basically... Just every time there's a bunch of Knights, they just gang rape him because he can't defend himself properly. I mean, just wow. The Knights, man. They're kryptonite, man. I'm assuming... that doesn't work. Oh! You know what? Let's run up back to the graveyard. I forgot about this. We can go check out what's at the Quake Medallion area. Something I completely forgot to check. Yeah, we'll do that on the way. Hopefully this video doesn't get too long, though. Because, I mean, as much as I really want to provide a lot of content for you guys, I really don't want this to take too long. You know what's crazy? If you guys have ever played Breath of the Wild, you guys remember what the Hinox is, right? That guy that was throwing bombs is the Hinox. This is the first Hinox in the Zelda series. How crazy is that? That was a Hinox. It's weird. When I first found that out, my mind was blown. I was like, that's a Hinox? Really? You think I would have checked the Hyrule Historia to find that out too, but no. No, I actually have the Hyrule Historia. How funny is that? I have the Hyrule Historia, but instead I choose to look it up. I mean, it's inherently easier to look it up because I don't have the manual, and Hyrule Historia doesn't have everything, it just has most of it. You know what's fun is we can actually pick those up now, so there's not much trouble in that way. You know, this is something I need to get off my chest real quick. Why is it that everything, like, the landforms are basically the same in both the Light World and the Dark World? I mean, I guess Ganon did exist here and he would want to, you know, keep it the same so that he would understand it better. Ooh, nice. But at the same time, you'd think Ganon would make it different enough, because, you know, he is evil. Whatever, you know, why question at this point? Oh god, that was my watch. It's 3 AM. Oh my god. It's 3 AM. Oh my god, and I'm still playing Zelda. Oh, whatever. I'm having fun. Who cares? I'm having fun. I'm playing Zelda. I'm talking to you lovely people. Why not? And you know what? How cool is that? You guys got 3 dungeons for the price of, well, at least got into 1 dungeon and finished 2 for the price of 1. Don't you guys love that? Things I do for you guys. for the 1 or 2 people watching. You know what though? I enjoy this stuff, you know? You know, I love this. We could do the Palace of Darkness, but I'm like, no. I mean, we could probably just get it done now, but I'm kind of afraid to run over my half-hour time limit. Why am I in the Dark World still? But yeah, kind of don't really want to go over that little time limit I set for myself. Oh, and up on that, this is where the blue mail was, you guys. So yeah, crazy is that? The blue mail, right? I got that before blind because it was right there, and still, blind was the biggest trouble. quickly off screen, I will collect a bunch. Or you know what? Let's do that on screen. We're gonna see off screen, but you know what? You guys probably want to see this stuff, don't you? No? Oh, that's too bad. We'll quickly grab a bunch of upgrades. Bombs, so that's the final upgrade. Yo, I'm not running a charity. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, we only have 2 more upgrades from her to probably get those after this dungeon. So I will set up the fire rod for myself because I'm going to be loading up right inside of here. Normally you actually have to go through Skull Woods to get to this, so I'm glad we don't have to do that, because I hate Skull Woods with a burning passion in my heart. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, even through this little blunder I've had in this video. If any of these videos get taken down because Nintendo doesn't like me playing the game in the Dark World, because of the Dark World music, I'm real sorry if that happens. I'll definitely see what I can do to fix it if I can, but I don't see a reason why they would take them down, considering I am just playing the game. It's not like I'm unlawfully using the property or anything. You know, I'm just trying to have fun and play the game, but, you know, you never know, maybe there's something I overlooked. But with that, you know, I'll stop rambling, and I will see you guys in the next one, where we will do the Ice Palace, which once again, I don't know the name, but I will post that in post. It's surprising, right? Level 5. There you go. It's level 5. We'll just call it level 5. Alright, see you guys. Peace.